Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Nina and this is my first ever YouTube video. Having said this, I hope that you bear with me when I seem to lose focus or don't watch into the camera or anything else that can come up when doing YouTube videos and can go wrong. Despite all these difficulties, I have a lot to say. I have like 50 different video ideas in my mind right now, and I'm also currently working on my first video that I'm hopefully gonna upload next week. But this video is more about my channel and also myself, where I introduce what I'm doing, who I am, what kind of videos that I want to do, and why I want to do them. And having said all this, let's get straight into it. So as I said, my name is Nina and I am a research scientist. So I have a bachelor's degree in biomedicine and I just recently completed my master's degree in virology. And I've also have some research experience already. So I did some research on a new antibiotic compound that we could use to fight bacterial infections. More recently, for my master's thesis, I investigated a new mechanism that could potentially lead to the cure of HIV/AIDS sometime in the future. But it looks very promising and it was a really interesting project. Now that this is over, I will probably continue with my PhD in summer. But in the meantime, I want to spend time on making these YouTube videos. So my videos will be about exercise, workout, and also nutrition and diet. And that's because one of my main interests besides science and research is working out. So I've always been a very active person. I started playing soccer with my friends after school and on weekends when I was 5 to 6 years old. And I committed to karate basically when I was 7 because a friend from soccer actually wanted to try it out and I went with him, and while he didn't stay that long doing karate and focused more on soccer in the end, I practiced karate for 15 years. And I also managed to get the black belt in karate after I think around 10 years into it. I do have to admit I quit karate 2 years ago-ish, both because of time constraints, because I was working on my university degrees and also in the lab a lot, and also for some personal reasons. But it was a very interesting time and I learned quite a lot, not just in terms of the actual karate itself, the actual sport, but also about the culture behind karate, and I really learned lots of things that I can now apply in my real life too. One of these things was that I started resistance training, and I also picked up running in the process because I needed to build some strength and also I needed to build endurance in order to become better in karate. And even though I quit karate 2 years ago, I continued with strength training and also running or other forms of endurance training. I tried lots of different things like ballet and hip hop and Zumba and spinning classes, rowing classes, whatever there is. But my two favorite sports were step aerobic as a form of cardio and muscle pump, which was more or less 1 hour full body workout that used dumbbells and barbells and other forms of resistance to train. However, I did notice that I did make progress in the beginning, but I hit the plateau very soon. And I suspect because these classes were more targeted to build muscular endurance, to get your heart rate up, to get you breathe very heavily. And I then wanted to shift towards a more focused approach in which I was weightlifting to actually build a lot of muscle and also build a lot of strength. And I wanted to do this in 2020. Basically, I was still trying to achieve these goals by doing some body weight and at-home fitness and at-home workouts. As soon as gyms reopened, I could basically then also train with heavier weights. And so I think my actual weightlifting resistance training journey in all sincerity and with a lot of focus and the right training approach actually just started in 2021. Although I'd been resistance training for I think more than 5 years beforehand, but it was also unfocused and just random workouts here and then going to classes there and trying this other new workout that was popular on Instagram. So that's why I really wouldn't count these years towards my experience. So I would say I have roughly 1 year of actual gym weightlifting experience. So why am I doing these videos? Also during that pandemic phase when I was basically locked inside and university was happening remotely and you couldn't go anywhere, I took this time to actually research and really dive deep into fitness and health and weightlifting and sports in general. And I found that there is a lot of misinformation out there, and also sometimes conflicting information. So one person will tell you A, and another person tells you B, and then even a third person tells you C, and you have no idea whatsoever as a beginner what to do. So I really enjoyed these YouTube at-home workouts during the pandemic when I realized, yes, these workouts make my muscles burn a lot, and I can't finish them because it's hurting so much, but I didn't actually make any progress. So that's when I started looking into what makes a good workout, what makes a good workout schedule in the long term, not just on a weekly basis, but also on the basis of months or years. And I found that there's so much of wrong information, be it deliberate to get more clicks and views and likes and shares, or just because these people don't know better themselves. And I wanted to fill this niche. There are actually a few people who are already doing this, who have a no bullshit approach, who actually know from their own experiences or by listening to others and also reading science stuff, what's actually going on. There are also a few creators who actually go into the scientific literature and present that to their audiences. However, I feel that there's still not as many people doing this as there should be, and the amount of misinformation and false promises is still much larger than the science-backed community, which is only a few people. And I want to be one of those few people who actually go into the scientific literature and read it, and I do have the ability to do so because of my scientific education, so I know how to read papers even though it's in a different research area. But I want to make these accessible to everyone, so I want to make videos about certain topics in exercise and fitness and health and nutrition, and present them in a way that the audience understands it without having to read these scientific publications. And with that, I'm done with this video. If you have any suggestions for future videos that I could make, if you want to know more about a certain topic, you can let me know in the comment section below. And also let me know what you generally think about this idea of making more science-backed videos in the fitness industry. And also let me know what you thought about this video, because as I said, it's my first ever video. I need this feedback in order to improve myself. And yeah, with that, if you liked the video in general, then please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. Also, consider clicking the subscription button down below if you want to see more of my videos, and maybe consider also clicking the notification bell next to it if you want to get notified when I upload a new video, which is hopefully next week already. And with that, thanks again so much for watching. It really means a lot to me. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!